It's the Coyotes and the Parsons live on JockJive Sports. I'm Dallas Lindsay providing the commentary tonight as Coastal North tries to climb their way up the Division II standings as they face off against the first place Snead State Parsons. Coming off a nail-biting loss to Bevel State on Thursday, the Coyotes look for their third conference victory of the year, while for Snead State, Parsons come in with an impressive 15-6 overall record after destroying Marion Military Institute last Monday on the road. It's been a good night so far. We saw Coastal North women's basketball come away with a victory against the Lady Parsons. We'll see what the men's team can do against a very tough opponent as the Parsons come into town. I'm Dallas Lindsay with the coverage. We'll be back in a couple of minutes for the starting lines to be announced here in Monroeville. We'll be back live on JockJive Sports.
Good evening. We'd like to welcome you to the Cooper Center for tonight's game between Snead State and our coach for Alabama Coyotes. Begin with the starting lineup for Snead State. 0, Malik Leet. Number 4, Mario Edmonds. Number 5, Dante Backus. Number 22, Armani Thomas. Number 14, Adrian Lambert. Snead State is coached by Coach Pat. Let's make some noise for the Coyotes. Number 3, Mikey McIntyre. Number 4, Shay Evans. Number 5, Michael Willis. Number 10, Abdul Bay. Number 21, Joshua Whitehouse. Coyotes led our assistant coach Wesley Gilliam and head coach Chuck Taylor.
And welcome back here to Monroeville as we're about to get this one underway here in Monroeville as it's the Coastal North Coyotes versus the Snead State Parsons live here at Coastal North. Glad you to be with us here. Coastal North will be in all gold, while for the Parsons they will be in all black with a little bit of yellow on their jerseys. But it's going to be a great night of basketball. It's already been great so far. Coastal North women's basketball team came away with a victory. We'll see what this one will hold. A battle for it at the jump ball, and that's probably the start this one here at Monroeville. Glad you to be with us here. We'll take a look at the starting lines for both teams in just a moment as Coastal North trying to come away with a big victory, and that's a big mistake there for Snead State on the very first possession. Stop spot 19 minutes 44 seconds. Starting line here for Coastal North. They'll have number 3, Mickey McIntosh, the leading scorer for the Coyotes. Number 4, Shay Evans. Number 5, Micah Willis. Number 10, Abdul Bay. And number 21, Joshua Whitehurst. Whitehurst with the basketball right now. Is able to find Micah Willis. They'll screen out to number 10, Abdul with a three-pointer to start off here for Coastal North. And the Coyotes with an excellent start. 3-0. For Snead State, it'll be Malik Leach, number 0. Number 4, Mario Andrews, who's first place in Division II with the most rebounds per game. Number 5, Dante Batches. We'll see what Snead State does this time, but that's a missed 3, and Coastal North will take you the other way. Joshua Whitehurst pulls up a shot, no good. Quick transition the other way here for the Parsons, as that is stripped away by Abdul, and Abdul's going to come away with the basketball. Timeout here for Coastal North. Nice defense so far here by the Coyotes with 18 minutes and 50 seconds to go. And it's going to be a timeout here used by the Coyotes. And with that break in the action, we'll still continue starting lineups here for Snead State. It'll be Mario Andrews, number 5, Dante Backus, number 14, Aiden Lambert, and number 22, Armani Thomas. Number 10, Abdul Bay with a 3 ball to kick it off. 3-0 Coastal North. It will be Coyotes basketball after they use their first timeout. 3-0. Glad you to be with us. Dallas Lindsay here on the call in Monroeville. Pretty good crowd here tonight. A lot of fans were able to join in the women's basketball victory over the Lady Parsons, take first place in Division II. Whitehurst for 3. No good. McIntosh tried to get the rebound, but the Parsons will take it back the other way. Looking around, Leach finds number 22, Armani Thomas, with 8.2 points per game. Traveling called here on number 5, Dante Backus. Costly mistake right there. Parsons trying to find a groove here with 18 minutes and 24 seconds to go. Coastal North comes in with a 7-14 overall record. Well, for Snead State, they're 15-6 and 7-1 covered. McIntosh drives in and scores. Mickey McIntosh makes it 5-0 Coastal North here in the first half. As Leach being guarded here. A very stacked offensive team here. Look for the alley-oop and in and out of the rim. Opportunity there goes wasted. Abdul for three. Off the rim. It'll be rebounded here. Snead State had an open look for the alley-oop. Could not convert. Missed opportunity there, trying to drive in. What a move and a score by Aiden Lambert. And Lambert finally puts the Parsons on the board. It is 5-2. Looking for the end one. First free throw opportunity of the game for either side and belongs to the Parsons. Lambert can't get it to go. Rebound here by Joshua Whitehurst. And almost stripped away. Abdul had to be careful there. 17.5 minutes to go. Abdul trying to get a screen here by Evans. McIntosh to Whitehurst. Whitehurst misses last three opportunity. That'll be tipped off of the opposite number 4, Mario Andrews. It will be Coyotes basketball here of 5-2. A three ball by Abdul Bey. It looks like number 35, Ethan Anderson, is now going to be subbed in for Shea Evans. Abdul looking around, trying to find a man, and finds McIntosh all the way into his own territory. Abdul with a three-pointer. McIntosh with 2 points so far. Had a very good game the last time he was here. Anderson, Mickey McIntosh, he's fouled. Mickey McIntosh drawing a foul. He'll go to the free throw line. Mickey McIntosh this season, leading scorer for the Coyotes, 16.6 points per game, 60.2 shooting percentage from the field, 66.4 free throw percentage. We'll have a halftime interview with head coach Chuck Taylor, and he'll talk about how Mickey McIntosh has improved his free throw shooting. Was at 30% start of the year. He's now over 60%. 1 for 1 so far. Make that 2 for 2. Sends the lead back to 5 here for the Coyotes, 7-2. Swings it out here to Backus. Backus. Looks like a foul's going to be called here on Mickey McIntosh. 17 minutes and 7 seconds to go here in this first half. Snead State having a tough time offensively so far here against the Coyotes defense. Swings it out here. McIntosh with very quick transitions on the passes. That is a three ball that is good by Amani Thomas. And it is 7-5. Three ball working for both teams so far. Abdul looking for an outlet as that'll be tipped off the hands of Amani Thomas. Abdul getting direction from his head coach Chuck Taylor. Ethan Anderson with a quick substitution. Coming in for Shea Evans. Traveling called here on Mickey McIntosh. And a costly turnover right there for the Coyotes. Head coach Chuck Taylor expresses his displeasure so far with the costly mistakes. These are costly possessions that Coyotes need to control here. Trying to drive in. What a shot. Almost got to go. Rebounded. And the Coyotes trying to get the rebound, but it's going to be an and-one for Dante Backus. And the shot will count. It's going to be an opportunity for Snead State to take the lead right here. And another substitution here for the Coyotes. It'll be number 23, Caleb Renfro, coming in for Mickey McIntosh. So Chuck Taylor making some quick substitutions early in this one. He's already used one timeout. He knows how precious this first half is, especially at the beginning, to stay with the Parsons. That free throw is good, and Snead State has their first lead of the first half. 3-point play there to give the Parsons the lead. See what the Coyotes can do here. Abdul. Double covered. Finds Whitehurst. Whitehurst looking for an outlet. Finds Willis in the corner. Willis back to Whitehurst. Whitehurst for three off the rim. Now fast break here for the Parsons the other way. Parsons will slow it down for the moment as they try to switch things up here. Thomas finds his man Backus. Backus drives in and his layup no good. Ethan Anderson with the rebound. Coyotes are able to survive that threat. Whitehurst. Quick movements by both teams so far. Back to Renfro. Renfro trying to drive in and traveling is called. Second time we've seen that so far here in this first half. McIntosh was the first Coyote called for traveling. Next stoppage play, we'll take a look at our team comparisons between these two. Coyotes at the bottom of the standings, but they're a win or two away from jumping a couple spots. They need a big win here tonight if they want any chance of coming back. Here's a three in the corner. That is offline. However, it's rebounded and put back up by number 14, Aiden Lambert. Stop clock at 15 minutes and 4 seconds. We'll see what timeout. Looks like 30-second timeout here on Coastal North. And we'll take a look at season statistics between the two sides. 8-17 State so far. Pretty dead even between the two teams, but the assists per game heavily favored for the Parsons. Both teams have played 21 games. Three ball has been the strengths for both teams this season. Parsons 38.9, 35.4 for Coastal North. Free throw percentage in favor of Coastal North, but it's a field goal percentage. A very good offensive team the Parsons are this year, and they've proven that all season long, trying to remain in first place in the standings with a big game here. Second matchup between these two teams. The first one was back at Snead State. Parsons came away with the victory. Can Coastal North get something going here? It is 10-7. 3-point lead here for the Parsons. Whitehurst back to Abdul. Abdul slows it down, directs traffic. Whitehurst will go to the other side of the court. Abdul heavily pressured to Ethan Anderson in the paint. Can't get a shot to go. It'll be rebound here by Williams. He scores. Quick transition the other way for the Parsons after giving up 2 points to the Coyotes. Stepping out of bounds, number 14, Aiden Lambert. Stop clock at 14 minutes and 27 seconds. Coyotes have used 2 timeouts here in this first half. Abdul, back to number 24, Breshawn Williams, who is checked in. Number 1, Ozell Purifoy is now checked in the game as well. Whitehurst to Abdul. Abdul trying to direct traffic. Abdul over to Purifoy. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Purifoy out to Abdul. Abdul, a 3 ball. Good! Abdul with his second 3-pointer of this first half. He gets the Coyotes back the lead. They're up by 2, 12-10. Trying to drive in. Pass out for 3. Snead State cannot convert, and it's a foul called after the rebound attempt. It looks like it's going to be a pushing foul. And it looks like it's going to go to Ethan Anderson, I believe. That'll be his first personal foul in the Coyotes with 4 fouls so far here in this first half. Media timeout with 13 minutes and 42 seconds. Coyotes with a 2-point lead here in Monroeville. We'll take a look at our opponent profile. Snead State at 15-6. Conference, they are 7-1 this year. At home, the Parsons are 10-1. On the road, a little bit of trouble, but not in serious trouble. They're at 5-5 on the year. 21 games played, 81.4 points per game, 50.3 shooting percentage from the field, 38.9 3-point percentage, 67.8 free throw percentage, 40.1 rebounds per game, and 20.6 assists per game. November, Snead State up and down. At the beginning of the year, they went 6-4. December, they only played 5 games, went 4-1. January, they're off to a very hot start again at 4-1. Started off with a 4-game winning streak. Only conference loss came to Enterprise State back on the 18th, a 97-93 loss at the Bull Weevil Stadium. But Snead State is in first place in the conference. Have a slight advantage over Chat Valley and LBW. We'll talk about those standings coming up later in the broadcast. But for now, after the media timeout, 13:42 left here. Coyotes have a slight advantage, up by 2, as Monroeville is hoping they get to see a doubleheader sweep. Women's basketball with a 71-62 victory over the Lady Parsons. Coyotes with a 2-point lead right now as we approach the middle stages of this first half. Four fouls so far for the Coyotes, 1 foul so far for the Parsons, a very disciplined team. Dabo going for the 3 ball, turns it away. Multiple substitutes for the Coyotes, a 3 ball, no good there by Leach. They're able to maintain possession here. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Leach will direct traffic with 12.8 points per game. Leach drives in, loses the ball. Williams comes away with possession. And it'll be Whitehurst coming back the other way. Not on the court is Mickey McIntosh. Whitehurst trying to get a screen here by Williams. Ethan Anderson to Abdul. Abdul to direct traffic. He's got 6 points so far here in this first half. Abdul. Whitehurst in the corner. 3 ball, no good. Here come the Parsons the other way. Trying to drive in with authority. Almost made the shot. Was number 1, Davon Butler. Ethan Anderson with the foul. Davon Butler, 9.8 points per game, 46.5 shooting percentage from the field. It has 4.0 rebounds per game. Stop squad at 12 minutes, 48 seconds. And Butler makes the first free throw to cut the deficit to 1. Abdul's going to get a quick breather on the bench. Coming in for him is number 2, Parker Williams. And that second free throw is no good from Butler. So Parker Williams trying to direct traffic, getting a little bit of a conversation from Chuck Taylor on the sideline. Ethan Anderson to Whitehurst. Whitehurst trying to drive in. Williams to Purfoy, who had a big dunk in the last home game for the Coyotes. Purfoy shot no good. And can't get his own rebound. That'll be rebound here by Mario Andrews, who leads the entire conference in rebounds per game with 12.5. We'll talk about him later in the broadcast. 3 ball here off the rim. Deflected up in the air. It'll be caught here. A 3 in the corner. That's an air ball. It'll be taken up by Whitehurst. And Whitehurst is unable to maintain possession. As that looks like that was number 4, Mario Andrews, went into the Coastal North bench. Stop squad exactly with 12 minutes to go. But the stars for the Coastal North Coyotes, almost all of them, actually all of them are now on the bench. This is going to be bench points here for the Coyotes. Purfoy, double teamed here, looks for an outlet, finds it with Micah Willis. Willis is one of the starters that's still in the game here for Coastal North. Willis trying to direct traffic. Willis trying to drive in. Snead State having their way defensively, not driving in are the Coyotes, having a tough time generating any offense in the paint. It's been the 3 ball so far here for the Coastal North Coyotes. Trying to drive in, shot no good. Ethan Anderson and Breshawn Williams would do the defense the other way. Here's Purfoy. What a move, but he is going to be blocked by KJ Rogers. Here comes Snead State the other way, and it's a bucket the other way for Malik Leach. It makes it 13-12. 9 minutes have passed here in Monroeville. Williams. Purfoy looking around. Purfoy to Micah Willis. Willis finds Parker Williams. Gets a screen here by Ethan Anderson. Almost lost the handle. Williams to Purfoy. With 8 seconds on shot clock. Purfoy is fouled. Shot no good, but he's going to the free throw line, I believe. Yes, it will be 2 shots. Looks like Shea Evans is going to be subbed in here after the first free throw for Purfoy. trying to tie the game up here at 13. He will. So Che Evans will come in for Ethan Anderson. Anderson with some good defense on the other side. No points to show, but a good shake-up there for the Coyotes. 2 for 2 at the free throw line. It's at 14-13. Back and forth we go here, similar to the women's game we had earlier today. Driving in his lead. He'll pass it out. Snead State trying to get a shot here, and it's going to be a foul here on Breeshawn Williams, I believe, on KJ Rogers. Bunch of fouls so far here for the Coyotes. 6 fouls so far, and the bonus has now been activated here for the Parsons. KJ Rogers, 9.9 points per game, 49.5% from the field, and 4.1 rebounds per game. As he will try to tie the game up, and he will. It's been free throws back and forth between the two sides. Parsons only have 2 fouls generated here in this first half. 10 minutes and 26 seconds to go here in the first half. The set free throw no good, and we're dead even at 14. Rebound here by Purifoy. Purifoy will come back the other way. Quick transition. He'll haul play here. Parker Williams will direct traffic. Williams trying to get a screen here from the opposite Williams. Purifoy to Evans. Foul here. It will be no free throws this time for Evans, but it will be possession here for the Coyotes. 14 all. Coyotes still have 3 timeouts remaining. Parsons have all 5 of their remaining timeouts. Out to Evans. Finds Parker Williams. We have reached halfway of this first half. Williams gets screened here by Evans. Purifoy fakes a 3. Blocking foul here on number 1, Butler, and he's a little bit shaken up after the collision between the two number 1s. No free throws again. Stops clock at 9 minutes and 55 seconds to go. At halftime, we'll have our halftime interview with head coach Chuck Taylor, as they'll talk about how his team has progressed throughout this season and what to expect to conclude the season and the tough matchups they've had to begin the year. Purifoy drives in, puts up a floater. His shot no good, but there's a foul. Purifoy is going back to the free throw line. Stops at 9:48. Purifoy with 9.0 points per game, 4.2 rebounds per game. Trying to give the Coyotes back the lead. He will. 15-14. The battle of who converts the most free throws. Coyotes were very good at the free throw line last Monday in their last game against the University of Mobile junior varsity team. Coming away with a victory. That free throw is no good, and it's only going to be a 1-point lead. The Coyotes got their first victory at home last Monday against the University of Mobile JV team. Their first victory at home since December. They're looking for back-to-back wins here at Monroeville. Good passing here by Snead State. And the shot going to be no good. Popped up into the air. It will be possession here for Snead State as they try to reload. 3 ball in the corner. No good. Evans comes away with the rebound. Evans drives in, puts up a floater here for Purifoy. He'll maintain possession. 3 for Micah Willis. Off the backboard and in. Micah Willis with a 3 ball, and the Coyotes have a 4-point lead here against the Parsons. 3 the other way for the Parsons. It's good. Amani Thomas with a 3 ball, but a foul here on the Parsons, but it will be Coyotes basketball. Make it 18-17. So foul was called after the bucket was made. So the 3 will count. It'll be a 1-point lead here for Coastal North. Back and forth we go. Who's going to come away with a huge run to put this game out of reach for either side? Purifoy to Williams. A legal screen called on Coastal North. So let's watch at 8 minutes and 35 seconds to go. And they're going to put 4 seconds back on the clock. Make it 8:39. Still no Mickey McIntosh on the court. The leading scorer for the Coyotes. Breshawn Williams will be subbed out. Whitehurst will come back in for Coastal North. Bounce pass here. Working on his man Rashad. Here's a 3 here. That one's no good by Amani Thomas. Rebound here by Evans. Abdul's going to check back in. So Whitehurst and Abdul have checked back in here for the Coyotes. Whitehurst back to Parker Williams, who's played some very nice minutes so far. Whitehurst bounce pass here to Evans. That's going to be tipped out of bounds. Coyotes basketball. So it's at 8 minutes and 6 seconds to go. Next stoppage play, we'll take a look at the Division II standings. Abdul to Purifoy. Finds Parker Williams, 8 minutes to go. Evans gets the screen here. Whitehurst for 3. Good! And it's 21-17. The Coyotes with a 3 ball working here in the first half. Leach finds Backus. That's stripped away. Abdul the other way on a fast break for the Coyotes. Whitehurst for 3 again. That's offline. It'll deflect out of bounds. Joshua Whitehurst thought he had a hot stretch of 3s coming up, but that one's no good, and it remains a 4-point lead here. Snead State distributes it out. Leach for 3. In and out. Abdul with the rebound. Parker Williams the other way. Finds Purifoy. Purifoy trying to work on his man. Evans will give it back to Abdul. They'll set up a different play here. To Parker Williams. Williams to Whitehurst. Whitehurst back to Evans. 5 seconds left in shot clock. Evans. Abdul. Abdul's got to put up a shot. Abdul, a jumper. No good. That'll be Parsons basketball. Leach comes back the other way. Slows down for the moment. Leach is going to drive in. And no. Just off the rim. Evans is going to be called for the foul. That'll be the 7th foul. A lot of fouls so far here in this first half. Both teams have the bonus so far. Media time out. With 6 minutes and 41 seconds to go. So we'll take a look at the ACCC Division II standings. Snead State in first place at 15-6 overall, 7-1 in the conference. Chat Valley's in second with 15-7 overall, 6-3 in the conference. LBW is in third place at 7-10, 6-3 in the conference. Bevel State, who just defeated Coastal North last week, is 12-10, 5-3 in the conference. Reed State currently holds the 5th spot at 7-12 and 4-5 in the conference. And last place is Coastal North. Only 3 teams have a winning record in the conference. And as overall, Snead State, Chat Valley, and Bevel State. Besides that, a bunch of teams are below 500 overall, but very tight playoff race as we close into the final month of the season. It's only a 4-point lead here for the Coyotes. A lot of the starters of this game have not seen any playing time until the first 4 minutes of the game. The Coyotes have relied on their bench to provide a good defensive start. Guys like Parker Williams, Ozell Purifoy have come in and done a phenomenal job. So did Ethan Anderson. The only starters have been Abdul Bey and number 21, Joshua Whitehurst. Those two have played phenomenal here in this first half. 8 fouls for Coyotes, 6 for the Parsons. This will be Malik Leach, 12.8 points per game. He makes the first free throw to make it a 1-possession game, 3-point game here. Like I said, both bonuses are up and running here for both teams. We will have an interview with Chuck Taylor, the head coach for Coastal North Coyotes, at halftime. 2 for 2 at the free throw line. It's a 21-19. Parker Williams will direct traffic as he finds Abdul Bay. Looking for an outlet, gets strained here by Parker Williams. Back to Parker Williams. 6.5 minutes to go. Williams. It's been a tough time for the Coyotes in the paint. It's been the 3 ball so far. Whitehurst to Evans. Evans pulls up a shot. No good. And Snead State Parsons cannot come away with the basketball. Number 4, Mario Andrews, and number 5, Dante Backus battled for the ball. The bad thing is both of them were on the same team, and they deflected out of bounds. It'll be Coyotes basketball. And Snead State head coach and their bench furious with the last sequence of events. Purfoy is going to drive in and off the backboard and not in. Purfoy could not get it to go. Had a wide open look. No good. Leach trying to direct traffic here. Under 6 minutes to go. Leach finds number 2, Thomas. Thomas with a couple of 3-pointers so far. That pass will go out. Leach for 3. Good. Snead State has regained the lead. They're up by 1. 22-21. Tied with contested battle last Monday here in Monroeville against the Rams. Coastal North on a run to Abdul. This is Parker Williams, Che Evans, Whitehurst. Closely guarded. Whitehurst going to drive in, puts up a floater. That's off the rim and no good. Here come the Parsons the other way. Good passing here by Snead State. Leach trying to get around Whitehurst. Leach, a 3 near the Coastal bench. No good. It'll be rebound here. Bounce pass. Thrown away here. Here's Whitehurst. Coyotes on a fast break. Abdul over to Purfoy. He's fouled before he can have an opportunity for a highlight reel dunk. A blocking foul call. Purfoy is going to the free throw line. Stops clock at 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Caleb Renfro looks like he's about to be subbed in. So is number 2, KJ Rogers, for Snead State. That first free throw, no good there for Purfoy. We'll have an opportunity to tie the game at least here on the second free throw. Parker Williams will call him out. Four minutes and 45 seconds left here in the first half. And that second free throw, no good as well from Purfoy. Rebound here by Mario Andrews. Leach just missed his last couple opportunities with a 3-pointer. Pass here to Lambert. Back to Leach. Leach trying to drive around Renfro. Leach goes up and scores. 24-21. Snead State with an impressive 3-point lead. 4 minutes to go. Can Coastal North get on a run here? It's been a tough battle defensively. A 3 in the corner, no good, but a foul as Whitehurst goes down to the ground. Stops it at 4 minutes and 6 seconds. So Joshua Whitehurst will go to the free throw line. Whitehurst is 92.3% from the free throw line as he makes another free throw. Makes it a 2-point lead here. Very effective with his free throws this season. And he is going to have a chance to go 3 for 3. He has made his first 2. Breshawn Williams will come in for Shea Evans. Evans was a starter in this one, got subbed out immediately for Williams. And Evans came back off the bench and provided some good minutes. 3 for 3 at the line. And it's 24 all. Parsons with a very quick transition. They do not hesitate on getting into the opponent's side of the court when they are on offense. 3 is good. Lambert with a three-pointer, and Snead State regains a 3-point lead. Both teams having a hard time driving in for easy layups. It's been the 3 ball and perfect passing by both teams. Here's Whitehurst to Abdul. Abdul drives in, passes it out. It's going to be Coastal North basketball after it deflects off of Thomas. 3 minutes and 27 seconds to go. Both teams having a hard time picking up fouls here. Whitehurst with a jumper, he scores. 27 to 26, or will that bucket count? It's going to be a hold on Renfro. The basket, I believe, counts. Yes, it will count. It's going to be a 1-on-1 opportunity here for number 22, Amani Thomas. After Coastal North with a nice jumper there from Whitehurst. Both teams with 8 fouls here in this first half. Shot's good. 28 to 26. Amani Thomas with 8.2 points per game, 3.5 rebounds per game. Thomas will attempt his second free throw here. Mario Andrews having a very deep conversation with the official. As that free throw is good. And it's going to be a push here on number 23, Caleb Renfro. So now Mario Andrews is going to the free throw line after 2 made free throws from Amani Thomas. So Andrews is going to have 2 opportunities as well. He makes the first one. It's a 30-26. Shea Evans is going to come in for Caleb Renfro after he was just subbed back in, and after 2 fouls, he got 2 personal fouls here in this first half. And that one is going to rim off, or go off the rim. Breeshawn Williams with the rebound. 30-26, Snead State in the lead. Abdul to Shea Evans. Evans pulls up a jumper. His shot, no good. Rebound here by Mario Andrews. Leach back the other way. Nice move there. Bounce it here. A 3. That's going to be no good. And Whitehurst comes away with the rebound after the missed 3 by Lambert. Abdul's already traffic. Abdul's going to go in. Jumper's good. 30-28. No room for error for both teams here in the final minutes of this first half. Here's Rogers. Rogers to Leach. Leach. Lambert, look for an outlet. Gives it back to Leach. Leach drives in. He's going to be fouled by Williams. There will be 2 free throws here for Malik Leach. Leach is 78.8% from the free throw line. He makes the first one. Makes it a 3-point game. Like I said, both teams with a bonus activated right now. 10 fouls for Coyotes, 8 for the Parsons. It might come down to the free throw battle between the two teams. That one's good as well. Made it 32-28. So 4-point lead here. Can the Coyotes get something here? Abdul gets a screen here by Shea Evans. Not a great one, but Mario Andrews is all over him. Passing the paint. It's off Evans, and it is going to be Parsons basketball. The quick passing, it was the right idea, just poor execution there by the Coyotes. Remains a 4-point lead here. 2 minutes remaining. Looking for the 3 ball. Leach for 3. Good. And it's 35-28. Abdul's been relatively quiet after a couple of 3-pointers to start here in this first half. Quick pass here to Joshua Whitehurst. In and out. Couldn't get it to go. Leach comes back the other way. Pass here. Thomas for 3. Good. Back-to-back 3-pointers, and it's a 10-point lead here for Snead State. Abdul to Evans. Purafoy. 10-point lead, largest lead of the game for either side. Whitehurst gets around this man. Abdul. Abdul Dabo going for a 3. Williams with the screen. Abdul drives in. He's fouled. Looks like Snead State will put in Robert Rose to come in with 53.9 seconds to go. Abdul's going to go to the free throw line. Trying to cut the deficit to single digits. He will. 38-29. Coming up at halftime, we're having a halftime interview with head coach Chuck Taylor. So we'll have that go over the entire durations of halftime, and we'll be back for the second half here at Coastal North. Second free throw is good as well. 8-point lead. Good pass here by the Parsons. They can take their time right here. They would love to go into halftime with a comfortable advantage. Lambert. Good swing out. A 3 in the corner for Rose. It's good. And Rose comes off the bench and delivers a 3 ball for the Parsons. 41-30. See what the Coyotes would do. This possibly will be the final shot of this first half. 10 seconds to go. Here in Monroeville here in the first half. Abdul to Whitehurst. 3 ball. Good! And a foul! Joshua Whitehurst drills that 3-pointer, and he's going to the free throw line for 3 opportunities. He went 3 for 3 his last trip. 3, or actually that would just be 1 free throw. Just 1 free throw. I beg your pardon. Just 1 free throw here for Whitehurst, and he makes it. That's a 4-point play right there. Rose, half-court shot off the backboard. It is 41-34. Parsons in the lead as we are going to halftime here in Monroeville. And that will draw our halftime interview with head coach Chuck Taylor. So we're going to halftime. We'll be back after the conclusion of the interview.
Great to have with us at halftime Chuck Taylor, head men's basketball coach at Coastal Alabama North. Coach, how are you?
Wonderful. Good morning to you. How's everything?
Everything is good on this end as well. Let's talk about basketball there at Coastal Alabama North. I want to go back a year ago. 1 year ago, you advanced to the conference tournament as the 1 seed, did you not?
Yes, correct. That is correct.
So you come into this season with great anticipation and still season nowhere close to over, but I know you, and it hasn't quite been the season you had anticipated.
Right. Well, last year we had a very experienced team. 15 guys, 12 of them was transfers, three freshmen. So, whereas this year I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum where we have 12 freshmen and 2 sophomores. So it's just it's what happens is you take that experience for granted until you don't have it anymore. My young men are working very hard. They're learning, the college game in regards from coming from high school to college, and there's a numerous jump from the high school game to the college game, just like there's a numerous jump from when they leave us and go on to their next destination. And the biggest thing is strength, experience, speed, and knowledge of the game. There's more things that you have to learn. Practices are different because probably 80 to 90% of the high schools across the country, you have probably one or two college players on each team. Now there are some teams that has more, but for the most part, I'm talking about as a majority, you have one or two college players. So now you get to college, everybody was the best player on their team. So, there's a learning curve, and especially the way that we do things defensively, offensively, it's not as open as it probably was in high school. So there's a big learning curve, but they're doing well. They're adjusting. We're still competing at a high level. And then, we play one of the toughest schedules in America. I mean, you've had an opportunity to broadcast some of the teams that we've had come to Monroeville, Alabama, and I don't even know if our town really understand the magnitude of the teams that I've had come here.
Well, as a matter of fact, most recently, the current number 14 team in the country, Chipola, at one point, I think it was Indian Hills, was 7 when you played them.
Yep.
Is it a fair assessment?
Southwest Mississippi was in the top 25 at that time as well.
So a very tough schedule for Coastal North. Is it a fair assessment that your team can play with anybody? They proved it against the Indian Hills. They proved it against the Chipola. Indian Hills took them to the end of the ball game. Chipola, it was a halftime, I think, 2-point contest. So is it a fair assessment that if your team puts together 40 solid minutes, they can play with anybody in the country?
Well, the talent is definitely there. So we've proven that we can compete at that level. Again, where we're lacking is the experience, and how you get experience is you got to go through the trenches and go through the war. So always kind of relegated to you take the Michigan Wolverines. It took them 3 times to get to the CFP to finally get over that hump. The first year they really struggled against them. Well, and it's an unfair assessment because Georgia, the Philadelphia Eagles are Georgia. That year they won the title. And then the next year, they took a TCU team lightly. It was their second year in, and then boom, finally they were able to knock the doors in. And I think if we continue to grow and get better, I know that teams probably are not going to want to play us late in the season, because that's usually when our teams are playing their best ball. And if I'm able to, do a good thing and retain the guys that I have, the future is bright.
Is that difficult for you as a coach, though, to know that it is a transition? It is something that takes time, especially with the younger players. I watch you there on the sidelines, and there do seem to be moments of frustration on your part.
Yeah, well, there's moments of frustration because that you work on certain things, and there's things that you can handle and deal with, and then there's things that you work on time and time again, and they're still happening. Those are the frustrating parts of things. But then there's a lot of things that, give you an example. You take Mikey McIntosh, who's a transfer sophomore. Beginning of the year, he was about 20% from the free throw line. So, and he got there on a regularity. So, but we've worked on it, and now he's almost at 70. So those are the growth processes that you see. We turned the ball over at an enormous rate early in the year. Now we turn the ball over about 13, 14 times a game, which is probably right where we need to average. Well, we were at 25, 28. So, like teams presses, I don't worry about presses anymore. They finally got it figured out, the things that we need to do to press, to beat a press. So, yes, there are some frustrations when our rotations on our defense is not where it needs to be. There's some frustrations when we gamble, but that's just youth. And just gotta you just gotta keep working and keep working and keep watching film and hopefully eventually they'll see what you see, because the way that I see basketball and the way I see it from the bench, they're sitting over there. They probably don't see it from that perspective. They see what they're supposed to do at that particular at their particular position, where I see the whole big picture of things. So there's some frustration, but then there's a lot of positives that go into it as well.
Do you see yourself as adjusting your style or your way of coaching or your approach to the ball game based on kids that are definitely different today than they were 10 years ago or 20 years ago? So do you see that you've got to sometimes adjust coaching, or do you see it more as the player needs to adjust their style?
Well, it's a little bit of both. And what I mean by that is obviously, the players are a little different because I think they're raised different. I think our generation is different in regards to, when I grew up, it was you were raised tougher. And what I mean by that is, your next door neighbor, your neighbor 2 doors down, they had the right to correct you, and it wasn't going to be a big deal. That's what yes, ma'am, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, and you corrected whatever behavior you were displaying at that time, and you move forward. Where you move 30, 40 years forward, now things have changed a lot in regards to that type of upbringing. It's not the same. Your neighborhoods have changed. They're more integrated than what they ever been before. And so, your goal has got to be, as long as you can show them that you care about them, and that gives you the opportunity to coach them. And I always make sure that I preference everything that this is never a personal attack on you or your character, because I have great, the team I have great young men. I mean, very respectable, very well liked around campus, do well in school. I don't have any issues in that area. So I have to make sure that they understand, boom, I care for you. So, if there's ever an issue, me and my staff, we're going to be there. However, I am going to coach you, and coaching you and caring for you are 2 totally different things. Now, there's one thing, if I didn't care about you, then you would probably know that based off how my interactions would be with you. But I care about you, so therefore that gives me the right to have that opportunity to coach you hard, because I want to get you better, and I know that that's the only way that you're going to be able to reach your ceiling. And this is told to them in the recruiting process as well.
You faced adversity during the course of the season, injuries. I know Chi Evans sat out about 7 games. Abdul Bayai sat out 3 or 4. You've had some recent injuries as well. And plus, coming out of the Christmas holidays, you lose your leading scorer unexpectedly. So how difficult has it been to overcome those adversities?
Well, the biggest difference is, last year, I don't think it would have been as big a blow because we were so deep and we had a bunch of experienced guys. We had guys that had been in college 1, 2 years, COVID sophomores. We just had, you take, Carl Parker, Jackson Kennedy, John Hart, Nate Brayton. Those guys were all, older guys who have already had experienced college for 1 or 2 years. You take Carl, who had sat out a year, sat out 2 years actually, because he was, he went home for COVID, then he took another year off because he just wasn't mentally prepared to come back to school at that time. So they were a much older group, and their talent, not only were they talented, but they were older and more mature. So things were a lot easier to them because they had already experienced. Where you take a younger group and you lose, you lose Shea Evans for 7 games, you lose your point guard and Abdul Bayai for 4 games, and now you got freshmen, going into those roles, and it's a little difficult, but it's great for the freshmen because it gives them an opportunity to get out there and compete. And and get them to learn. So, that I think the sky is definitely looking up for us, and I look forward to us finishing out the year strong and having an opportunity to make the conference tournament, and then because that's all you want to do is get to the conference tournament and see what happens from there. So yeah, we've had our trials and tribulations, but we got a good group, and we just got to keep working and keep fighting.
Here we are about midway through the season. So are the goals the same today as they were at the start of the year?
Well, I got this saying that I say, the standard is the standard. We don't change the standard. We don't change the expectations. The expectations is whatever opponent is in front of us, we have to go out to compete and give ourselves every opportunity to win the game. So give you an example. We went to Snead State. Snead's a very good school. Been traditionally done very well in our conference. They won our conference tournament a year ago. Went on and represented us at the national tournament in Hutchinson, Kansas. We went up there. We fought tooth and nail. 2.3 seconds left in the game. They took the ball out on sideline towards our bench, and threw it in. One dribble, 35-footer, banks it in. As I told our young man after the game, we didn't even make it to the locker room. I gathered them up at half court and I said, hey, look, all I ask for you guys is to give us an opportunity to win. You gave us that opportunity. He made a one dribble contested 3-point shot, bank off the glass. It just wasn't our night. It wasn't in the cards for us to win this ball game. However, you gave us every opportunity to win that ball game. So, those are the learning moments where, you can't rant and rave because you did what you needed to do to go on the road in a tough, hostile environment, and you're up with 2.3. Now, you go back 3 weeks earlier, we did the same thing to a Southwest Mississippi team. The luck was in ours. We bring it in, boom. I don't think it was 35 feet. It might have been 25 feet, but we get a bank. It goes in. We win the game. So I told our guys after that game, I don't never be disappointed I don't get too high on the high or too low on the lows when you win at the buzzer, because if you do this long enough, you're going to be on both sides of it.
Coach, it is always great to talk with you, to watch Coastal North, some great basketball there in Monroeville. As a matter of fact, I encourage fans, they need to come out and watch these guys play some super basketball. And I, like you, anticipating great things by the end of the year. Thanks for being our guest at halftime.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you. And as you said, we want to get those stands packed as always.
And welcome back here to Monroeville. Monday night basketball as we conclude the night 41-34. Snead State in the lead at halftime. We'll see what the Coyotes and head coach Judd Taylor drew up on the board. We'll see what they're able to get done as Mickey McIntosh and the starters are back out. And that almost was a great start, but a good rebound here by Whitehurst. Whitehurst follows up and scores. Second chance points. That might be the key to the second half for the Coyotes as they want to claw their way back into this one. Here against the number 1 seed Parsons. Both teams were very good at the 3-ball in that first half. We'll see which team will continue in that statistic. Trying to drive in. Good shot, but it's not going to be good as Che Evans with great defense on number 5, Dante Backus. Backus to Micah Willis. Back to Abdul. Evans. Evans drives in. Scores. We'll see if the bucket will count. It will. 2 points there for Che Evans. He has a chance for a 3-point play. What an outstanding start here for the Coyotes. After trailing by 7, they can draw to within 2 if this free throw is good here by Evans. And Evans can't get it to go. In and out. One of those unlucky bounces here. Leach will come back the other way here for Snead State. Leach back here to Lambert. Lambert back to Leach. Good pass here by Snead State as they try to drive in. It's going to be a foul here on number 5, Micah Willis. Both teams got into a bit of foul trouble in that first half. Coyotes had 10 fouls. Both teams had the bonus in the first half. We'll see if that continues here in the second half. Andrews back to Leach. Wide open 3 opportunity for Amani Thomas. He converts. Thomas with the 3 ball, and it's a 6-point lead here. Purfoy will check in here for the Coyotes. Talked about surprising that Mickey McIntosh has no points here in this game. That goes off the hands of Shea Evans. (44-38). 3 timeouts remain for Coastal North. All 5 remain for the Parsons. Leach trying to drive in. Pass out here to Thomas. Thomas, nice move. Leach. Wide open 3 here for Lambert. Makes a move and a 3 off the rim. Coyotes with a quick transition the other way. Here's Whitehurst. Whitehurst drives in and scores. Parsons, a 3 the other way. That's off the rim, but it's how a rebound here by Lambert. Lambert stripped away. And here comes Abdul. Abdul to Purfoy. That's tipped, but it'll be Coyotes' possession. Parker Williams is going to come in for Abdul Bay. 44-40. Purfoy will throw it in from the baseline. Purfoy out to Parker Williams. Williams taking his time right here. Coyotes have looked very nice so far coming out of halftime. Williams has seen a lot of playing time. Mickey McIntosh, a jumper. No good. Purfoy with the rebound. Purfoy trying to put it back up. No good, but he's going to be fouled. Next stoppage of play. We'll take a look at the previous matchup between Snead State and Coastal North. The last one was fairly close, 70-69 Snead State. Can Coastal North redeem themselves like the women's basketball team did earlier today? They go 1-1 against the Parsons. Purfoy makes the first free throw. He went 1 for 2, or actually 0 for 2 from the free throw line back in the first half. 17 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Purfoy can't get that one to go. It'll be rebound here. Parsons hesitating, not hesitating at all the other way. A 3 in and out. And that's going to be a foul here on number 22, Amani Thomas, on Mickey McIntosh. That'll be the Parsons' 3rd foul of this half. And a timeout has been used here. 30-second timeout for the Parsons. The previous matchup, Snead State came away with a 70-69 victory back on November 30th at Snead State, where Parsons led 29-26 at halftime. Ozell Purfoy had 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist in the loss. Mickey McIntosh had 13 points and 9 rebounds. Joshua Whitehurst had 16 points and 4 rebounds. Snead State in the victory, they had KJ Rogers with 15 points and 2 rebounds. Mario Andrews, 10 points, 27 rebounds. And yes, I said that right. 27 rebounds for number 4 for Snead State. 18 of them were defensive rebounds. Coyotes down by 3 with the basketball with 17:06 left here in the second half. So we knew this game was going to be tightly contested. But can the Coyotes win these type of games where it goes back and forth and they have a chance to win the game on one final shot? Trying to draw to within manageable. They've been able to do that. Shot from Whitehurst is no good. Here come the Parsons the other way. Shot, no. Fast break the other way with Purfoy. Purfoy stripped away by Leach. And now the Parsons come back the other way on a fast break. Lobbing up here for Andrews. He scores. Fast break opportunities for both teams. And the Parsons come away with 2 off of Mario Andrews' bucket. To Mickey Matosh, still with no points here in this one. Evans to Purfoy. Purfoy back to Evans. That pass is intercepted here by Lambert. Bad turnover there for the Coyotes. Trying to drive in. A floater pops up in the air. Andrews with the rebound. He's fouled. Well, actually, it's going to be a replay. And it's going to be black basketball. That'll be Snead State. No foul, or actually no fouls. It was a replay. 15 minutes and 56 seconds to go here in regulation. Will we require more time left? 5-point lead here for Snead State. It's number 5, Backus, back in the game. Leach drives in. Pass it out here. Try to look for the wide open 3. They cannot convert. Trying to drive in. Shot off the rim by Backus. No good. 2 Parsons collide as Parker Williams takes it the other way. Try to pass here to McIntosh. McIntosh out to Whitehurst. 15.5 minutes to go. Whitehurst, that pass deflected, and it'll go off of Leach. It'll be Coastal North basketball. Purfoy will throw it in from right in front of his bench. Looks for a man. Bounces it here to Evans. Evans trying to work on his man. Finds McIntosh. McIntosh, the big man for 3 and 1. Mickey McIntosh with a big bucket. And he's going to go to the free throw line for one opportunity. His first 3 points of the night for the leading scorer for the Coyotes. And now Snead State wants ample explanation. They're not disputing the bucket. They're just disputing the and 1. But this is a 4-point play right here. We saw this earlier in the game with Whitehurst to close out the first half. Can McIntosh convert? He will. 46-45, neck and neck here in Monroeville, who will come away with a big conference victory here in the ACCC. Leach working on his man, that's McIntosh. Leach passes it out here. Thomas trying to drive in his Lambert. There's a foul called. Looks like possibly pushing foul here with 15 minutes and 3 seconds left. It will be Parsons basketball. 4 fouls for the Parsons here in this second half, 2 by the Coyotes. A completely different game than what we saw earlier. Leach fakes the pass, trying to direct traffic. Leach is going to drive in, pass it out here. Thomas for 3, good. Back to a 4-point lead. The 3 ball has been spectacular for both teams. Parker Williams, double team. Evans to Whitehurst. Whitehurst with a couple big 3-pointers in this one. Also had a 4-point play. Evans works around his man. Puts up a shot. Good. We have not seen many of those type of plays here tonight. Both teams have been phenomenal in the paint. McIntosh only has 4 points and came off of the 3 ball he shot earlier. Leach, 3 on the way. Backus for 3. 52-47. And it just seems like whoever can hit the most 3-pointers might come away with the victory. Under 14 minutes to go. Williams, Purfoy, who's just checked in. Whitehurst, back to Parker Williams. Williams, bounce pass to Evans in the paint. And he is fouled before McIntosh had a chance at the rebound. Stops it at 13 minutes and 42 seconds. And a timeout has been called. Looks like it's going to be a media timeout. We'll step aside for 30 seconds here on JockJive. Back here in Monroeville as the fans enjoying what they're seeing here, and another air ball from their mascot. He's been entertaining all night long in front of the home base, and it's been a very entertaining night of basketball, I will say, here in Monroeville. Glad you could be with us here. Dallas Lindsay with the call. 4 timeouts remain for Snead State, 3 for Coastal North. Jay Evans is going to go to the free throw line. Five-point lead. Evans needs to drill these free throws. The first one, he is able to knock it in. Fans enjoying what they're seeing here tonight. They would love it even more for a huge upset victory for the last place Coastal North Coyotes. 2 for 2. 3-point lead here for Snead State. We're under 14 minutes to go. Who will come out victorious here? Lambert swings it out here to Backus. Backus guard here by Mickey McIntosh. They'll swing it out. Great pass here by the Parsons. Jumper on the way, in and out. Rebounded here by Lambert, but it looks like it's going to be taken away. Traveling, possibly. Time has been called before the opportunity for number 14, Lambert, to attempt the 3. And it looks like the shot clock might be a problem with the shot clock with 13 minutes and 15 seconds. So it's going to be Parsons basketball here. So Parsons will get the basketball, but I think they're going to make sure they know the shot clock needs to be readjusted. Time on the clock, I believe, is correct, unless they're going to add a second or two. And it's going to be 16 seconds for the Parsons. So this basically helps out the Coyotes. Play will resume. Leach puts up a footer and scores. 5-point lead here. This is pretty much anybody's game right now. Who can get on a huge run to come away with the victory here tonight? Monday Night Basketball. Parker Williams and Mickey McIntosh. Finds Purifoy. Purifoy to Joshua Whitehurst. Back to McIntosh. McIntosh is going to try to drive in. Scores. Back to a 3-point lead. Parsons not hesitating on the other side. Leach. The eyeball going for the 3. Leach is going to drive in. No. Pass it out here to Thomas. Thomas. Backus. Charging. Foul called on Backus. And it stops at 12 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Six fouls for the Parsons. That is foul number 4, I believe, for number 5, Backus. So he's going to go to the bench to avoid being fouled out here in this one. The Coyotes have a chance to tie it here with a 3-ball. Williams double teamed. Williams to Evans. Evans looking for a pass. He's going to drive in. Scores! And 1. Jay Evans was subbed out earlier in the first half. Came back play some phenomenal defense here in the second half. It's been all offense for number 4. And number 4, Mario Andrews, is going to check in for Snead State. And with this free throw, he has an opportunity to tie the game with 12:06 left. The number 1 team in the Division II standings on alert. Evans makes the free throw. And we are knotted up at 54 apiece between the Parsons and the Coyotes live here on JockJive. Don't go anywhere. The fans are up and rolling. McIntosh with the steal, and McIntosh with the slam. Coyotes lead for the first time since the first half. 56-54, Coyotes in the lead. And the defense chant going on here in Monroeville. Leach trying to get around Williams. Leach loses the handle, passes it out here. A 3 for the lead. It's good. And it's 57-56. Timeout has been called after Amani Thomas with a 3. We got ourselves a game here in Monroeville with 11 minutes and 24 seconds to go. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. The Coyote faithful on their feet and enjoying what they are seeing in front of them here in Monroeville. Snead State is up by 1, but what a comeback. 7-point lead for Snead State going into halftime. They have a 1-point lead, but the Coyotes have made this a game. How about Mickey McIntosh? Had no points in the first half. He's got 6. He might be the deciding factor. The 3 ball has been phenomenal. Both of these teams can shoot. I will say that. Both teams are well above 35% at 3-point percentage. Snead State has looked better. They've had more opportunities with the 3 ball. Mickey McIntosh with a slam the other way. The highlight reel play of the day. It'll be Coyotes basketball with 11 minutes and 24 seconds to go. Don't turn the channel. You're in for a thrilling finish here in Monroeville. As Parker Williams gets a string here by Evans, who's had a very nice second half. Williams swings it out here to Purfoy. Purfoy's going to go in and almost slam it, but it goes to Whitehurst. Whitehurst puts up a floater. That's no good, but he's fouled. Purfoy's going to go to the line with a chance to tie the game and also give the Coyotes the lead. What a sequence of events. Purfoy with a slam, but it goes in and out and goes straight to Whitehurst. And Whitehurst, very good at the free throw line this season, makes the first one to tie it at 57. Whitehurst with a 90% free throw percentage this season. Needs this one really bad, and he makes it. 58-57. The Coyotes have regained the lead with under 11 minutes to go. 3 timeouts remaining for both teams. That was a timeout used by Snead State. Rogers trying to get around his man. Pass is blocked, but Rogers comes away with the basketball. Stripped away. That one's blocked. Evans with the rebound. And looks like a technical foul is going to be called here on the Snead State bench. And yes, it's going to be a technical foul. And I believe the Coyotes are going to go to the free throw line. Yes. It'll be Joshua Whitehurst. We'll see who the technical foul is going to be called. I believe he was pointing toward the bench. That free throw is good. 59-57. Joshua Whitehurst has been nailing these all season long. He makes another one. 2 for 2 at the free throw line. And this is going to be Coyote basketball as well. So that is a big 3-point swing right there. A 3-point lead. And they get the basketball with 10.5 minutes to go. A technical foul called on the Parsons staff. Purifoy trying to drive in. Can't get it to go. Andrews with the rebound. We'll see what the Parsons do to try to counter. Leach trying to drive in. Scores. The quick, elusive Malik Leach with the bucket. It's a 1-point lead here for Coastal North. Like I said, it's going to come down to the wire. Who can come away with a run, or who's going to get the final shot that might determine this one? Whitehurst to Evans, off his hands. And Parsons coming away with the basketball. Amani Thomas. Thomas to Leach. Leach guard here by Parker Williams. Leach is fouled before he got the shot. But it will be Parsons basketball. Nine minutes and 45 seconds to go. This Coastal North fan base has been electric all night long. They're hoping for a victory here tonight. Andrews, 3 ball for Leach, no good. What a rebound there by Whitehurst. Strong hands right there to come away with it, and he comes back the other way here for the Coyotes. Whitehurst puts up a floater. Can't get it to go. What a slam by Purifoy! With authority. 3-point lead here for the Coyotes. Ozell Purifoy on a second chance point. Leach. Rogers finds Thomas. Thomas loses the ball, but he is going to be fouled. Brishon Williams awaits his opportunity to come in. Williams will come in for Shea Evans, who's had a very nice half. And Micah Willis is going to come in for Joshua Whitehurst. And Abdul Bay is going to come in for Parker Williams. Multiple substitution here for the Coyotes. Abdul has been relatively quiet for the majority of the game besides the beginning. We'll see what he's able to come up here and do. 9 minutes to go here in Monroeville. Defense chance coming alive here. Butler finds Thomas. Thomas for 3. No good. And a foul here on Abdul Bay. Stops clock at 8 minutes and 49 seconds as the Coyotes slim advantage, up by 3. No free throws. Parsons have 8 fouls. Coyotes have the bonus, and they have only 5 fouls as a team. As Backus is in for number 2, Rogers. Leach to Backus. Backus guard closely here by Mickey McIntosh. Backus goes in. There's going to be a blocking foul here on Mickey McIntosh. Backus is going to go to the free throw line after he made the bucket as well. He has a chance to tie it here. 62 to 61. A free throw to try to tie it here. It is no good. Rebound here by McIntosh. Coyotes will take a 1-point lead on this possession. Purifoy. Here's Micah Willis. Willis scores. Back to a 3-point lead. 8.5 minutes to go. Wide open 3. No, he's going to try to drive in, and Williams has it at 1. Devon Butler drives in and score on Williams. And another and 1 opportunity here. A chance here to tie. There'll be 1 free throw here. Joshua Whitehurst He's going to come in for Ozell Purifoy. What a game. Back and forth we go between these two competitive fan bases. The free throw is good. Substitution, so number 22, Amari Thomas, will get a quick breather. 64 all. Like I said, we have 3 timeouts. We'll make the change to the draft soon enough. Probably one of the biggest games of the season for the Coyotes if they want any chance to go to the postseason. Here's Willis to Whitehurst. Mickey McIntosh. McIntosh goes up. Can't get it to go. Rebound here by Mario Andrews. Here come the Parsons the other way. Leach. Almost a 3 opportunity, but it's going to go here to Butler. Butler. Backus. Wide open 3. No. Abdul was able to get there. Backus for the lead. No good. And it's rebound here by Abdul. Breeshawn Williams comes away with the rebound. A 3 in the corner here by Willis. No. Willis will slow it down for the moment. Willis to Abdul. With 7.5 minutes to go. Mickey McIntosh. Here's Willis. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Willis. McIntosh. To Whitehurst. Whitehurst for 3. It's an air ball and it goes out of bounds. With 7 minutes and 13 seconds to go. It was a good look for Whitehurst. Unable to execute. And the clock will continue to run here. 64 all. Leach finds Backus. Backus goes in on McIntosh. Backus back to Leach. Leach gets a screen here. Leach passes it out here. Trying to drive in. The shot no good. And it's going to be Willis the other way. Abdul. Abdul to McIntosh. McIntosh scores. Mickey McIntosh with the bucket. 6.5 minutes to go. Coyotes up by 2. Leach. Leach working on Abdul. Leach scores. We're knotted up at 66 each. Both of these teams are known for scoring a lot of points in the game, especially the Parsons, 80 points per game. We might be in that range before the end of the night. This will go to McIntosh. Lost the handle on that for a moment to Michael Willis. Whitehurst to Breeshawn Williams. Abdul will set things up. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Abdul trips and falls. There's 3 seconds on the shot clock. Whitehurst gets a shot up. He scores! And that is going to be, I believe, 2 points. They have not made, it's a 3. It's a 3-pointer. Had to make sure the score official made sure it's a 3-pointer. What a shot by Whitehurst. Butler. Backus stripped away. Here's Whitehurst on a breakaway the other way. Whitehurst can't get the shot off, and he deflects it out of bounds. 5 minutes and 23 seconds to go. And timeout called here? Yes. 69-66. Coyotes in the lead. We'll take a look at the upcoming schedule here for Coastal North. Upcoming game. Next game will be on February 1st against Chat Valley at 7:30 p.m. Their next home game will be on February 5th versus Reed State, 8 o'clock p.m. start time. And then the next road game after the Reed State game will be on February 8th at Enterprise State at 8:30 p.m. What a game it has been here tonight. It's only a 3-point lead here in Monroeville. So our next telecast will be against Reed State. So, bonus here for Coyotes. 2 timeouts for Coastal North remain. 3 for and it actually was not a 3-pointer. It was a 2-pointer made by Joshua Whitehurst. But either way, it's the Coyotes lead, 68-66. A phenomenal half here for Joshua White. Leach pulls up a jumper. Shot, no good. McIntosh, and it looks like it bounced off of Williams while he was on the baseline. It will be Parsons basketball. Shot clock will be at 20 seconds. Pass go here to Edwards. To Leach. Leach. Pass it out here. Backus. Backus is going to be called for traveling. No. It is going to be a foul here on Breshawn Williams, I believe. Yes, it will be on Williams with 5:05 left. And it's going to be 2 free throws here for number 5, Dante Backus. With 22.1 points per game, 49.7 shooting percentage, 7.0 rebounds per game. He's had a big game here tonight for the Snead State Parsons. Has a chance to tie it here with 2 free throws. Makes the first one. It was a 1-and-1, so the first free throw is good. Williams will come out. Shea Evans is in. Ozell Purifoy is in. And Parker Williams is in for the Coyotes. Abdul and Michael Willis will sub out. With 5:05 left. Trying to tie it here is Backus. Backus scores. 68 all. 5 minutes to go here in Monroeville. Dallas Renzi on the call here tonight in Monroeville. Evans to Parker Williams. He's going to drive in, hits the backboard, and it'll be Coyotes basketball with 4:48 left. Williams was going in for the layup. He was blocked. A lot of height on this Snead State basketball team. Williams will pass it out here to McIntosh. All the way back in his own end. He's got 10 seconds left. McIntosh. Purifoy. To Parker Williams. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Purifoy for 3. No good. Rebound here by Butler. 4.5 minutes to go. Will we need extra time here in Monroeville? Leach working on his Williams. Leach pulls up a jumper. Shot good. 70-68. Coyotes do have the bonus. But both teams have been very effective at the free throw line here tonight. Williams. Pass intercepted. And Parsons will take that possession up by 2. Butler. They'll swing it out here. Leach directing traffic. Leach to Butler. Backus finds Amani Thomas. Thomas looking around. 10 seconds left in shot clock. What a nice move. Shot, no good. Edwards puts it back in play. And a foul and almost an and-1. 3:38 remaining. Backus is going to the free throw line. He almost had an opportunity to put this game a little bit out of reach here for Coastal North. 70-68. Costly turnovers on the other side. Backus makes the first one. And it's 71-68. Precious free throws here in the second half here in Monroeville. Backus can make this a 2-possession game if he makes it. He will. 72-68. Snead State, a little bit of their fan base is here tonight. They know what's at stake here. So does Coastal North. Parker Williams. To Purifoy. Purifoy, the eyeball driving in, trying to direct traffic here. Whitehurst. Whitehurst for 3. No good. Rebound here by the Parsons. They are in complete control right now, and they're able to handle this possession. About to approach 3 minutes to go. Thomas. Thomas trying to get a screen. Backus. Backus goes up. And it's going to be they're going to replay it. Coyotes ball. Looks like Coyotes are rolling for traveling, but they'll take the possession here. With 2 minutes and 59 seconds to go. No timeout was called. Coyotes have 2 timeouts remaining. Are they going to use one right here? Looks like they're not, as Abdul Bey comes back out. No. Whitehurst finds Abdul. Abdul swings it. Mickey McIntosh with a 3 off the rim. And it'll be rebounded here by the Parsons. Good opportunity there for Mickey McIntosh. What a move. Butler can't get it to go, but he's fouled. 2 free throws here. Make it 72-68, 2 minutes and 28 seconds remaining. The Parsons are on a little bit of a run right now. And they can push this lead right here. And that is going to be 5 fouls for Mickey McIntosh, which will move him out of the game. And they're going to put Michael Willis in for Mickey McIntosh. So Mickey McIntosh's night is going to be officially over. The leading scorer took him to the second half to get going, but he had a big slam and definitely helped the Coyotes claw their way back in this one. Butler makes the first free throw. 73-68. Makes this one still be a 2-possession game, but a little bit harder. Taking his sweet time. That free throw no good. Evans comes away with it. And it'll be a 5-point game. Coyotes desperately need a bucket right here. 2.5 minutes to go here in Monroeville. Michael Willis coming in. Abdul surveys, looks around. Trying to set up a play. Abdul will back up. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Abdul. Shea Evans for 3. Good! What a big 3-pointer there by Shea Evans. And the Coyote faithful approved. They're down by 2 with 1 minute and 58 seconds to go. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds as the two teams talk it over. Welcome back here to Monroeville. 73-71. Coyotes used that last timeout. They have 1 remaining. Parsons still have their 3 remaining timeouts. What a game back and forth. It was a 7-point lead here for Snead State. The Coyotes have clawed their way all the way back. They've been the lead a couple of times. And now they're down by 2, and they need a huge defensive stand here against Snead State. Coyotes have had 10 fouls here in this second half. Parsons have had 8. Coyotes have the bonus. Parsons not yet, but should be coming up soon. Parsons basketball with 1 minute and 58 seconds to go here in Monroeville. Glad you could be with us here on JockJive. I'm Dallas Rinsey with the call. Trying to close out the final minutes of this epic battle between the Parsons and the Coyotes here in Monroeville. Leach with a nice spin. We'll dump it out here to Butler. Butler back to Leach. Leach for 3. Good! 76-71. It's a timeout here used by Snead State. That's a big bucket right there. We'll take another 30-second break here in Monroeville. Welcome back here to Monroeville. A big three right there from Malik Leach. It is 76-71 with 1 minute and 39 seconds to go. Parsons used that timeout. They have 2 remain. Coyotes have 1 timeout remaining. We're in for a thrilling finish. I know I've talked about that multiple times here in this second half, but this game is long from being over, and we could need extra time depending on which team can get hot in this next 1 minute and 39 seconds. If the Coyotes can, they need a huge victory to get their 8th victory of the year and to claw their way back up in the standings. They need this win more than Snead State does, but Snead State, if they're able to win, they can push their way higher up in the standings and stay as number 1 with 8 victories in Division II. Abdul will take you the other way. 5-point lead here for the Parsons. Abdul looking for an outlet, finds Whitehurst. Whitehurst to Abdul. Abdul Dabadon for a 3. He's going to drive in. Can't get it to go, but he's going to be fouled. Abdul had a wide open look. Missed it, but he was fouled in the process. Subs clock at 1 minute and 18 seconds to go. Desperate times here. Head coach Chuck Taylor hoping his star point guard can come away with these few points. And that first one's no good. Precious points the Coyotes need. Can Abdul make the second one here? He will not. An empty trip there for Abdul Bey. And it's a 5-point lead here. About to approach 1 minute to go. The Parsons can take their time right here. And Leach is going to do exactly that. Leach, well, 1 minute to go. Leach is going to drive in. The shot's no good, but it's a foul on Shea Evans. It's going to be 2 shots here. Subs clock at 53.6 seconds to go. Looks like Chuck Taylor and his assistants. Leach can't make the first free throw and remains a 5-point lead. So that's exactly what they needed, because now the Coyotes, if he makes this one, still a 2-possession game, but you're going to need 2 3-pointers to make that happen. That one's no good as well, and Whitehurst quick transition the other way. Under 50 seconds to go. Purfoy is going to drive in. Shot no good. They'll be rebounded here by the Parsons. They're going to take even more time off the clock. And a foul there by Whitehurst with 38.5 seconds to go. So it'll be another trip to the free throw line here for number 0, Malik Leach. Misses last 2 free throws. Coyotes are hoping at least 1 miss right here. There's the 1 miss. 3 straight free throws missed by Leach. 76-71. Desperate moments here for the Coyotes. That one's good, however. 6-point lead here. 30 seconds to go. They need a draw of a play, and they need one fast. Abdul to Evans. Evans is going to drive in. He'll score. And 77-73. And a foul there with 25.8 seconds to go. So it'll be another trip to the free throw line. This time it will be number 5, Dante Backus. He's going to come in. 25.8 seconds to go. Still a 2-possession game. That free throw is good. And it's 78-73 for Backus. Coyotes down by 5. Even if he makes his free throw, it's still going to be a 2-possession game. That one's good as well. 79-73. They're going to have to hurry up the Coyotes. Under 25 seconds to go. Abdul's going to go in, pass it out. It's going to be intercepted here by Butler. And Butler's going to be fouled. A costly mistake there by the point guard. And it stops right at 15.9 seconds to go. The Parsons are in prime position right now. Two shots here, 15.9 seconds to go. They're going to need some misses right here, the Coyotes. They won't get it there. 7-point lead here. The same deficit Coyotes face going into halftime. That free throw is good as well. 81-73. Coyotes are going to have to hope they get the three ball going here. 10 seconds to go. Abdul going to spin around. Whitehurst for three. Good. It's going to be 81-76 with 4.8 seconds to go. It'll be Coyotes' final timeout of the night. We'll step aside for 30 seconds here on JockJive. Back here, Monroeville, 4.8 seconds to go. The visitors, Snead State Parsons, are possibly on their way to their 8th victory in the conference and 16th victory on the year and 6th victory on the road. If they hold on to this final 4.8 seconds, up by 5. Coyotes with a heck of a battle, but it might just come short here. Pass here. There's time ticking down and 2.4 seconds now. And Leach is fouled, and that takes half the time off the clock. Coyotes desperately need at least one miss. If Leach makes both of these free throws, it's going to be very, very difficult for the Coyotes to come all the way back. What a heck of a rally here in the second half, but it's been the three ball for Snead State that has killed the Coyotes here tonight. Leach has had a very tough time at the free throw line. See if he can finally nail this one down. He will. 2-possession game, but they need to get this shot off as soon as possible. Whitehurst, time expires. The shot is no good, and that is your final here from Monroeville. What a heck of a showing here today from the Parsons and the Coyotes. That's your final here from Monroeville. Snead State will advance to 16-6 and go to 8-1 in the conference, while the Coyotes will drop to 7-15 on the year. Our next home game will be on February 5th versus Reed State at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. But for now, it's going to be a tough loss for the Coyotes to swallow, but they played a very tough game, and hopefully it'll build some momentum in their road games coming up. Well, that will do it here from Monroeville. I'm Dallas Rinsey with the call. Have a good night from Monroeville. It's Snead State with an 82-76 victory over the Coyotes here in Monroeville. Have a good night, everyone.